excited. Everyone, please welcome to the Good Stuff Kitchen, Anna Olson. That you are here. Thank you so much for being here today.
Well, it's a treat. My first visit, and we're making dessert, Mary.
Obviously. We've got to. I am so excited. We're making 3 desserts from your beautiful new book, Anna Olson's Baking Wisdom. Now, how much does this book weigh? Because she's big.
I did weigh it. It weighs 5 pounds.
5-pound book of treats and deliciousness. Absolutely amazing. Okay, so what are we making today?
Well, I'm going to talk about what's boiling right now.
Yes.
We're going to make a candy.
Oh, okay.
Sponge toffee or honeycomb toffee.
Yeah.
This is an adventure. The ingredients are simple. I've got sugar, corn syrup, and water boiling right now. It takes about 10 minutes, so that's why I've already started it. You stir it at first, and then you just let it be.
Walk away.
You do want to use a candy thermometer.
Okay.
And we're going to cook this up to 300 degrees.
Okay.
Before we hit that mark, I'll add a little bit of honey. Sponge toffee tastes like honey, but it's only a tablespoon and a half of honey.
Really?
It's amazing how the perfume permeates the whole candy.
Yeah, it really does.
And then to get ready, you want to have all this ready before you start boiling your sugar.
Anytime you're making candy, you need it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've got 5 teaspoons of baking soda, and I'm going to add a little cream of tartar that's going to activate the baking soda.
Okay.
And you want to have this ready because when this hits temperature, we're going to sift this in. Boom. There's a reason this is in a big pot.
Okay, good to know. Okay, so
really
we're
good
on
tip.
sugar watch.
So I'll be, keeping an eye on the temperature now and again.
Perfect.
And then we may come back to that.
Okay.
But in the meantime, we need to bake our mincemeat dartois.
Oh, I love that. What is that, Anna Olson?
Well, you know what? I had to look it up because does it translate to mean something special?
Yeah.
No, it just means what it is.
Oh, okay.
A dartois is a dartois.
Okay, perfect.
What it is a puff pastry encased tart.
Oh, beautiful.
So you could put any number of fillings, but I make my homemade mincemeat.
Oh, beautiful.
And here is what makes up the mincemeat. A lack of meat.
A lack of meat.
There is no meat
yeah.
in the mincemeat. Originally, mincemeat had beef suet in it.
Oh, okay.
And it would preserve it, so you could make it ahead and preserve it.
Yeah.
And this is, that's kind of the holiday, like your fruitcake. You make it in September to serve it in December.
Definitely.
It's easy to make. I take an apple, I peel it, grate it on a coarse box grater, and then I simmer that with raisins, dried cranberries, spices, orange marmalade.
Oh, I like
for that citrus kick, brown sugar, maple syrup. You can put in a little rum if you want, and crystallized ginger.
Ooh, for that
it's
little
really
heat.
nice. Yeah, and so make that ahead of time. Make it now, and then it keeps in the fridge. It's great on a cheese plate. But now we've got our puff pastry sheets. Taking a peek at the temperature. We're doing good.
We're feeling it? Okay, cool.
And so this is just, while there is a recipe
for puff pastry in that book.
Yeah, homemade, if you want. Don't start that half an hour before your guests arrive.
No.
No.
Yeah.
But you buy store-bought.
Buy store-bought. In December, that's a January project.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you've got the homemade filling, the store-bought puff pastry, and while you fill, and you're smart leaving a gap around the mincemeat filling.
Thanks, Anna Olson. Yeah.
I'm going to cut some slashes in the second piece.
Okay.
So this allows this sheet of puff pastry to stretch over the filling but reveal it a little bit.
Beautiful.
And then it kind of predetermines your portioning.
Oh, that's great.
Now, this mincemeat recipe is enough for this little dartois, which feeds 6 to 8 people.
Okay.
But if you double it up, it's enough for a 9-inch pie. Oh, yeah.
Oh, a little bit of glue?
Yeah, thank you.
We call it food glue. It's just egg.
Doing some sugar yoga here.
How's he feeling? I was going to say sugar yoga with Anna Olson. Yeah.
And then you gently press that, and because you've got some flexibility here, you can stretch it over top.
Oh, and look at that peeking out. That also leaves a little room for some steam.
And then you can put a glaze on top of that and a little sprinkle of sugar. But if you want to do a little apple cranberry tart, all of a sudden it's different than a pie.
Yeah.
You don't have to worry about the pastry getting soggy underneath.
No.
You've taken some of the guesswork out of it.
Do you know what I love about this too? It's a nice plated dessert, but it's simple to do. Yeah.
And a little bit of vanilla ice cream or creme fraiche.
Oh, creme fraiche.
Yes.
That's
getting
a sneaky, fancy way to do it.
We're doing
You end up with this beaut. How's it going?
We're good. We're good.
We're almost okay. We're doing okay.
Yeah.
This little number, like, look at that. And I love the pre-portioning. The slashes, you know what's going on.
You know where to cut. And it reveals that beautiful homemade filling.
It does. And then you're only cooking that pastry, so you're just looking for golden brown.
Exactly. Yeah. You got it, Mary. The filling is cooked, so you just Cook it to perfection.
Cook it to perfection.
You know what? I've never really liked that expression.
No.
It tells you nothing.
It tells you nothing.
Except here.
Except for it has an expectation, and I don't like that. Yeah. All right, so moving on, we're going to talk about a bar.
Yes,
Something
so
that's
we've got a
perfect.
plated dessert, we've got a candy, and this is something to add to the cookie tin.
Fantastic.
These are my almond streusel jam squares.
Okay. I love this.
All I do is I mix ground almonds with some flour and brown sugar and a teaspoon of cinnamon. You combine that, a little bit of slightly softened butter, and you can use 2 knives or a pastry blender. You can blitz it in your food processor if you want. It honestly takes no time.
Yeah.
I like to add a little bit of orange liqueur
Get it,
at
Anna
holiday
Olson.
time.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe not in July, but in December,
Yeah.
I'm adding the orange liqueur. You can leave it out and you don't have to substitute or replace anything. 2/3 gets pressed into an 8-inch pan.
Perfect.
And then with a cup of your favorite jam. So switch up the flavors, or even in one pan, what you can do, you know, you're trying to find real estate in your refrigerator this time of year. If you've got a couple of those jars.
The halves.
The half.
Yes.
Do a half and half.
Oh.
Apricot on one side, raspberry on the other.
And then all your friends will be like, you made 2 different bars?
Yep, you look like a little smarty
Yeah,
pants.
exactly. This is beautiful. And I love the fact that we're using like store-bought jam here too.
Yeah, or you could use homemade if you have.
Yeah.
Or marmalade, again, if you like that citrus Christmas flavor.
Totally.
And so we're getting close to our temperature while you add that remaining third to the top of the square, and loosely, because you want that jam to peek through.
This is what I love about this, Anna. I love that the base and the top are the same, but they look different. Again, making it look like you tried harder than you did, which is the dream, especially at this time of year. Okay, so we do that and then bake that off in
Yes, in a 325 oven. It takes 45 minutes, so you really want to give it time. It'll crisp up on the outside, but it stays nice and soft in the center.
Like, look at this edge here. Are you
Don't
kidding
trim
me?
the edges off of that square.
No.
The outside piece is my favorite.
Oh my gosh, that is beautiful.
You can give it a little dusting with ice and
Just a
sugar.
little. Oh my gosh, those look so cute and so festive, and that little bit of orange liqueur in there, get out of town.
And
all right,
look
how are we doing?
And here we are. We're doing really, really well.
Okay.
So I'm going to pull this candy thermometer off.
Perfect.
And now this is where you have to work quickly, and the key is to incorporate the baking soda, but not over-stir it and deflate its action.
Are y'all ready for the most exciting sugar work you've ever seen in your life? Yeah.
So in it goes.
Perfect.
And then
Oh, it's happening.
it's happening, and it grows and grows and grows
Look
and
at
grows.
it go.
And don't worry if it's not caramel color when you take it off the heat. Once you get it, I'm a tea towel
You're
girl.
a tea towel girl, yeah.
Once it starts setting, the color starts kicking in. And then, so look at that. And it's gonna keep growing even in the pan.
That is so fun to make. It's like a science experiment.
See, and it's still lifting, 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 lifting.
And then we end up with something once it's cooled.
Isn't that crazy?
That looks like this. Oh my gosh. Anna, this is a total
And this
stunner.
is the best part.
This is the best part. So how do we actually serve this, Anna?
Smash it.
Smash it. Let's do it.
Go,
1, 2,
Mary.
3.
Yeah. But look at that,
Oh
beautiful.
my, the smell in there. Oh my gosh, Anna.
And it's
so light and fluffy. It's so
You
good.
can drizzle chocolate over top of it. You're making an eggnog cheesecake, put this on top, and then all those little crumbly bits, I put in a little dish by the coffee maker.
Oh.
Sprinkle it on top of your coffee.
In the morning?
Yeah.
Anna, I am so into this. This is so beautiful, and that's just 3 recipes out of 150, over 150 in this beautiful book. Thank you so much for being here, Anna.
Thank you for having me, Mary.
And thanks to Anna, you're all going home with a copy of Anna's Baking Wisdom. Hey, Mary here. What did you think? Drop your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more of the good stuff.